Excellent. So let's then take a look at this week's exercise. You will get to practice geocoding, spatial joins, and a bit of nearest neighbor analysis. Exercise is due again in a bit more than 1 week's time. And as I mentioned, you will need to pay attention to coordinate reference systems, and you will need to know the difference between defining a projection and reprojecting a layer, which are two different things. So remember that. Start by accepting the assignment. Let's see if it doesn't take too long. And then once you have created your assignment, should be ready on GitHub. You can start working by cloning the exercise. Maybe I'll show it quickly. So the situation is still so that the Git plugin cloning doesn't work. There must be some dependency issue with some of the GIS packages and then this Git plugin. That's my best guess. I haven't put any effort into fixing this because I think it's an excellent excuse for everybody to do some work on the terminal. So you can start working by going to AutoGIS exercises. And when in your own exercise folder, run git clone and then paste the URL. And once you have done that, you should see your exercise files over there. There's four problems, sorry. First one is about geocoding. In the second one, we will create buffers around shopping centers. There's instructions on how to do the buffering in order then to analyze the number of people living in the influence zone or walking distance from shopping centers. And then finally, we will read in population grid data. Yes, and then using this spatial join the data from the population grid to the shopping center buffers in order to analyze the population in there. And then this fourth problem is a bit separate, but using these shopping center data, you can then practice this nearest neighbor analysis to analyze using Euclidean distances the closest shopping center to your home or work. Maybe detail from the first part, that's the starting point for the rest of the problems. So we ask you to, so we don't provide you any data. You need to, I can show it from here. So problem one, so you need to find the addresses yourself from the internet. So this is a typical starting point if you, like you would be geocoding the locations of some company, for example. There might not even exist a database of the addresses. So there's these 7 shopping centers from Helsinki. If you Google it is Helsinki, Finland shopping center, you should get the address. Create a text file that is semicolon delimited. So the same structure as in today's lesson. Store name of the shopping center, ID, and address to the file. Remember to commit your file with your exercise submission, and then you can proceed with the geocoding. Excellent. Yeah. So this is I think this is a very nice exercise. And as I mentioned, if you like this type of analysis, you could even develop this workflow into the final exercise. So instead of shopping centers, we could analyze healthcare centers, schools, libraries, kindergartens. For example, analyze the number of kids in the influence zone of a kindergarten or something else. So you can already now start thinking of different application cases for an analysis like this. So that's all for lesson 3 on my behalf. I'm happy to stay here for a couple of minutes if you have some questions about today's lesson or anything else. And if not, good luck with the exercise. Do go to the exercise sessions. Those of you who have asked these breakout rooms in Zoom, you should have them. If not, you can let me or Sonia and Emil know so we can set those up. And indeed, you should start getting the feedback from the exercises probably this week. So we haven't yet started to assess the exercises, but for exercise 1, you will get the feedback rather soon. Okay, so thank you for today and good luck with the exercise.